started off across the street in the meeting house. That building was going back to its original state. A gentleman named Ed Lisbon had bought this building. This was a USO building. This is where the people of color came. We were the image of what he wanted to be for all people. And we said, well, why not be Martin Luther King Center? Then as they got to know us, they realized we were not only for African Americans, but for everybody.
I have the audacity to believe that peoples everywhere can have 3 meals a day for their bodies, education and culture for their minds, and dignity, equality, and freedom for their spirits.
No, you have to that.
I can't think of a mother anywhere that wouldn't want to give their child every tool in the toolbox for their success. And sometimes these little tools are in the most, unassuming of places. One of the things that I really liked was that they identified how my son learned, and they kind of supported and embraced that.
One thing that really sets us apart is that we know our families. We get to know the whole family, and so we try to develop programs that are going to reach across the spectrum of the family.
Our goal here at the Lighthouse Preschool is to make sure children are ready to enter kindergarten with social and emotional competence. I am rewarded every day as I watch parents see their children learn and grow.
So I wanted him to know and experience a little diversity before he hit the public school system. We looked around, we checked out different places, and I was really impressed with not only the curriculum that they had here, but how it was kind of not just academic.
How could you not be connected to a place that provides food or provides education? And being in the field of education, I'm always so proud when people talk about the kids who leave the center and they go into classrooms, they're already reading. I even hear people say, oh, I know they came from the Martin Luther King Center. You know that they're getting something here that changes their lives.
I've talked to a lot of parents, and we all agree, a lot of our kids have had opportunities they never would have had unless it was for the Martin Luther King Center.
From then till now, where they were actually children and in our programs, the values that they learned here, they carry on through life, and it shows in them as adults.
One year in summer camp, they had tennis lessons. They got to sail, and they've had, enrichment classes with science, and they've been exposed to robotics and rocketeering and anything that may spark the interest, the curiosity, a sense of wonder in kids. The Martin Luther King Center is forming and identifying memories for these kids.
On the news we're seeing that the economy is turning around, and yet we're not seeing that here at the center. Every year we're able to serve more and more food through our food pantry, and so the news stories that we hear are painting a very, very different picture than the reality.
What's interesting is the need has just expanded in our community, and the center has filled that need. Which I'm wondering, do they just wave a magic wand? How do you go from 144,000 meals for the Hunger Relief Program in 2013 to serve 179,000 without increasing resources and staff?
I can remember the first time that somebody came in and identified themselves as retired, and he said, I'm so sorry that I have to be here and I have to be asking for food. I'm retired, my pension has run out, I have no money left to feed myself. It was a humbling moment for us to see the courage that it took for him to come here.
They use that service Monday through Friday. They go to get breakfast, and they're wolfing down the food to hurry out to their job before 7:30 or 7:45.
Marilyn asked me to take over a project acquiring and outfitting a van that we use to deliver food. It's our Food to Friends program.
The center as a whole services all of Newport County, and so does Food to Friends. And Food to Friends currently has clients in 5 out of the 6 communities. We deliver groceries from our food pantry to the hungry and homebound of Newport County, free of charge, and there is no other program on Aquidneck Island or in Newport County that does that.
Several years ago, the dietitian started teaching nutrition education to the kids. Now we have created this bridge with our family dinners and with education so that the families are accessing the food pantry, but they're also gaining knowledge on how they can live a healthier life.
Even in the food pantry, escorting them through one-on-one, I actually can help them to understand the importance of fruits and vegetables and have them choosing those more and utilizing them more for the benefit of their entire family.
There's something about being in this community setting with 6 or 8 other women and, you know, cooking the food together. Kristen and her assistant Susan are wonderful, just so supportive.
The Lunch and Learn program is a way for the nutritionists to make sure that the seniors are getting healthy meals, and it's a benefit for those that are actually food pantry clients because all of the ingredients come from the food pantry.
And our dietitian is available even for consultations with clients who come in. I will say that she's amazing. She comes in with really nutritious uses of what we have in the pantry. So when we have cooking classes, it's only using materials that they can get here on a regular, frequent basis.
Walking into the Martin Luther King Center, I feel respected. I feel that we all are respected equally, whoever walks in here, no matter what our color, no matter how we're dressed. The staff are professional, supportive.
We are a very small staff. We could never, ever provide the programs and services that we do to all of Newport County without the support of our volunteers.
A donor should give to the Martin Luther King Community Center if the lives of the most vulnerable among us matter. If the CNA who maybe takes care of your mom in a local nursing home, the guy who pours your coffee, a teller at the bank, the kids that you see walking out in your community and in your neighborhood, seniors who are home and who are hungry, if those people matter to you, if you think that a community is only as strong as the most vulnerable among us, then you should give to the MLK because that's what we do every day.
I think one of the misconceptions about our organization is that we receive a lot of money from the government, that the federal government, the local and the state government support us. And in fact, that's not the case. The majority of our money comes from private donations. And that money goes to feeding people and educating people.
Nobody knows when they're going to need this help. That's what life's about, This is what the Martin Luther King Center is for. Don't be afraid to accept help. It's the first step to getting your life back on track.
Every single client that comes in the door has their own unique story. To know that we're making a difference, that is what gives me the most joy. But it is really looking at the face of every single one of those clients and saying, they matter, and what we're doing is making a difference in their lives.